Okay, I hope everyone can see my slides. As being introduced, I am Siti Salwani Ismail from Department of Statistics Malaysia, and together with me, besides Aziza, we also have a few others friends, colleagues from departments of Malaysia who joined the session today. So I'll be sharing DOSM experience on system interoperability. Okay, before I go further, just a quick background on DOSM. We are the premier agency that entrusted to collect, disseminate and statistics for the purpose of national policy making. Okay, so with the current development on the use of new methodologies, new data profession, data overflow, and the advancement in information and technology, it has given impacts on DOSM deliverables. So, it also has brought about the modernization and innovation for DOSMs. So for today, I'll be sharing on StepsBDA, my IPCS, news, and StatsDW system within the DOSM environment. Okay, I start with StatsBDA. So StatsBDA is the big data analytics for DOSM. It's an initiative to maximize the usage of big data in the compilation of official statistics. Currently, it focuses on trade and prices domain. So the modules in this StatsBDA, one of it is Trade by Enterprise Characteristic, or TEC. So it is an integration of Malaysia's Statistical Business Register with the trade database from the Royal Custom Department of Malaysia in order to identify the enterprises that are engaged in the international markets and what are their characteristics. So it also complements the trade data statistics produced by DOSM. So another module in StatsBDA is the price intelligence, which is the adoption of web scraping techniques to scrape price data from relevant websites for CPI. And it improves the quality of the data, thus it gives better insights into consumer price analysis and monitoring. It also enables a new price basket analysis, which will be used as value added to the current CPI of Malaysia. Another module in this StepsBDA is the real-time business status, RTBS. It is the initiatives that integrate data from the Companies Commission of Malaysia within the DOSM environment to enable organization to have direct access on the information of the business entities in Malaysia. Another module here that I would like to share is the statistics classification, or BIS codes at Stats. It's also available in StepsBDA, which it is the mobile application development for statistical code and classification that allow users to access the application via their smartphones. Okay. So as you can see here, these are the softwares used in each of the subcomponents of the StepsBDAs. Okay, and each modules have a specific software being used. So I just go fast on this slide, but if you have any question, you can ask later. Okay, next system that I would like to share is the Malaysia Integrated Population Census System. Okay. So we have currently completed our operation or field operation for data collection for Malaysia population census, and in the midst of data analysis. So my IPCS is the integrated system, which cover from the process of pre-census, during the census operation, as well as post-census. And the data management is carried out also via the system in this my IPCS. Okay, these are the main features for the my IPCS. And in census management, the data anonymization is applied. The coding and classification are being utilized here during this census data management process, where data dictionary for standardized address in Malaysia is also being applied. And here also the unique ID generation being done, and the data processing engine performs data cleansing, harmonization, and integration at this stage. We also have the register of Malaysia address and population and MSPR in this census data management. So in the smart search is where the query for individuals data, and here secondary and administrative data is used. So the administrative data are used to ensure the completion of census question which are not fully answered by the respondent, and as well as for the cross-checking of the census data collected. Okay, as shown here is the my IPCS architecture model. Okay, the ETL process happens here in the integration layer, which is to be used in the application and visualization layer. Okay. Okay, next system is the National Enterprisewide Statistical System, or in short, we call it NEWS. Prior to the development of NEWS, DOSM has approximately 71 application systems, which are silos and maintained in various platforms and databases, and also using different programming language. So when we have NEWS, most of the applications are now using the same platform, database, and programming language. So NEWS is the Integrated Statistical System Framework that enables linkages between the subject matter divisions in the Departments of Statistics with its 14 states office throughout the Malaysia, and is efficiently used to monitor and manage the household and economic census and surveys conducted by DOSM. So it also enables improve in timeliness and reliability of statistical data collection by DOSM. Okay, so next is our statistical data warehouse. So DOSM is currently undertaking the development of statistical data warehouse in phase 2. And in this phase 2, it's actually the upgrading of the DOSM current conventional data warehouse, which turn into modern data warehouse system. It is a national scale initiative by DOSM to consolidate and integrate all statistical data process in a centralized and secure ecosystem. This process includes the integration of data management, management of data, dissemination of data on a single platform. So the StepsBDA framework comprises 3 main modules. You can see here SDP, which refers to Smart Data Partnership, SDLM refers to Smart Data Lake Management, and SDC is the Smart Data Communication. So here are the process flow for the StepsBDA, and it includes the integration of internal systems that I just mentioned earlier, the IPCS, StepsBDA, and NEWS. And also it will integrate other systems from the other governments, okay? And the ETL process happens from the staging process, where before the data goes into the statistical warehouse, which here we have social data hubs and economics data hubs. So data are categorized into these 2 data hubs, and also we have metadata management here. Okay. So this is the same as previously, only it shows the submodules of each of the main modules in StepsBDA. All right, on the system interoperability, okay, the main barriers in exchange and interoperability usually are the lack of compatible technologies and challenges in exchanging the data across different platforms. So these are the main features that we have in the StatsW to ensure the interoperability. So first, in identifying key attributes, where the data for individuals is being identified through the identification number, while for establishment, we use the business register number. So in StatsW, we have metadata management, and this metadata management provides metadata, and it is SDMX compatible, so that's for future exchange it be easier. And we have StatsDW submodules also provides in data cubes. For example, we have the population data cubes, and all data will be in open data format. So there'll be a transformation process from raw data to structured data and mission readable format via the ETL, which this data will enable analytics to be done. Interactive dashboards can be produced, as well as map and visualization purpose. So the data, StatsDW also involves multiple organizations. It's either within the organizations and also across the organization. So for the across organization, in acquiring the other administrative data, we also had sharing agreements and MOUs with these agencies, and we are towards using the APIs and open APIs integration. So also in StatsDW, there is usage of standard classification and vocabularies. So these sums of the classification that we use in StatsDW: the Public Sector Data Dictionary by Government of Malaysia. It has a dictionary on most of the items to be used by other agency as well. And then the Malaysia Standard Industrial Classification M6, this for the establishment surveys, we use these codes. And the Malaysia Standard Classification of Vocation or Occupation, MASCO, for the employment purposes data. So in terms of accessibility, data will be published and made available through websites to multiple contexts of users, such as the main stakeholders for DOSM, the research community, and as well as for other purposes. So at the same time, in microdata sharing, confidentiality and security of data are also being part of our concern. So we ensures that data are anonymized. Okay, so currently we are integrating the systems, internal system that I have mentioned earlier, the three within DOSM systems, and we are integrating this data from the Department of Social Welfare, the Meteorology Department, and the Central Bank of Malaysia. So this is hoped to be achieved within this year. And moving forward, we are looking to integrate more data from other agencies, such as the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Youth, with the Customs Department themselves, the Immigration Department, and also we are moving forward to integrate others into other internal DOSM system. So I think that's all the presentation from Malaysia. And me and Aziza, we are open for discussion after this. Thank you.